Hi, my name is Gary Haller, and I would like to tell you a story about the Haller Orphanage in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. An American family, Archie and Ella Haller, along with their adopted daughter, Geneva, went out as missionaries to the then Belgian Congo in 1926 to teach and preach the gospel. They started a mission station at a village called Mangungu. In 1939, a mother died after giving birth to a baby boy in a nearby village, and it was the custom of those days to bury the baby alive with the dead mother because the baby was considered bad luck. The Hallers heard of this, and they went to the village and tried to negotiate and beg the relatives for them to have the baby instead of having it buried alive with the mother. After 2 days of negotiations, the family finally agreed, and they gave the baby over to the Hallers, who they called Jason, who later, even as a young man, became Mama Haller's right-hand man. The news of this act of love spread into various villages, and by 1942, the Hallers had a total of 12 children from various villages in their home. But sadly, Archie passed away, and Ella was left alone to take care of these children with her daughter, Geneva. They had to make a very tough decision to stay. In 1947, the Hallers moved to another village called Intrem, where they continued rescuing unfortunate children. The orphanage grew to nearly 100 children by the early 1950s. In 1953, a couple from Belgium, who worked for a Belgian company in the Congo, gave birth to twins. But to the husband's surprise, the children were born with darker skin, and in anger, he wanted to kill the babies. So in order to save them, their mother took them to the Hallers, and I am one of those twins. In 1963, during the rebel uprising, we narrowly escaped with our lives. We heard from a messenger that the rebels had attacked the Mangungu mission station and had killed one of the 2 American missionary ladies that were running a Bible school there. Around noon that day, not knowing what to expect, a pickup truck quickly and quietly drives into the mission station with 7 heavily armed government soldiers who jumped off of the truck yelling, "Where are the missionaries? Where are the missionaries?" People started running every direction, not knowing what to expect, and the children started crying. It was total chaos. A few of the soldiers grabbed Mama Haller, Geneva, my brother, and I, along with a little girl who was in Geneva's arms, and squeezed us in the front cabin. As we drove off, the rebels came out from hiding and started shooting arrows and homemade guns. We eventually arrived in the town of Idiofa, and the next day, along with other missionaries, foreigners, we were flown to Kinshasa, the capital city of the Congo, by the United Nations Peace Force. From Kinshasa, we flew to Belgium, where Mama Haller officially adopted my brother and I, and later in 1965, we were naturalized American citizens. The calling to the Congo never left Mama Haller's heart. So in 1966, we returned to the Congo to continue on with the work once it was considered safe to return to the Congo. There, she continued to rescue and care for the increasing number of children until her death in 1989 at the age of 91. She spent most of her life serving the Lord in the Congo. In 1973, at the age of 20, I left for the States to study at LeTourneau University. After completing my degree there, I returned to the Congo to help develop the orphanage and care for the children. Over the years, through constant changing circumstances, my heart has remained committed to the vision for the Haller Orphanage. Today, we care for 90 children, constantly rescuing children from a hopeless future, providing them with safety, food, clothing, education, and teaching them the Bible and discipling them towards becoming fully committed followers of Christ. This happens through ministry of the original church planted by the Hallers and now pastored by Pastor Laka, who teaches the children daily as well as providing worship and other Bible-related activities for the children and the staff. During the last 5 years, we increased self-sufficiency by providing desperately needed clean water, taking measures to increase our livestock, such as cows, pigs, chickens, ducks, fish ponds, more gardens, and restoring deteriorating facilities. Our 3-year vision now is to focus on developing projects such as better agriculture practices, a medical clinic, a learning center for the children, and a sawmill to generate income and train in trade skills. By the way, just for your information, Jason at the age of 83 still remains at the orphanage doing what he can to help the children, even though he had many opportunities during his lifetime to go elsewhere. Well, thank you for hearing my story concerning the Haller Orphanage. So I invite you to pray for us. Consider giving to one or more of our projects and come and join us for a short-term missionary trip. We are in partnership with Global Missions 365. You can keep up with our prayer requests, give or coordinate travel with Global Missions 365. Please share our story with others and invite them to pray for us as well. Our children's caretakers and I myself thank you very much.